Hey there guys, DMO73 here, bringing you the deck list for the blue, white, black Flute Spirits list. This list was sent to me as part of a contest in the community by Tyler McBride. I asked the community for a bunch of flute lists to impress me with their flute lists for the channel, and this is what came up. This is a very, very unique list using a lot of cards that haven't seen a lot of play or use on the channel or pretty much anywhere, so I wanted to give it a shot, and it turned out to be a lot of fun. Flute's a ruler who I think is kind of weird, and I think that she's got a lot of weirdness to her, so her lists are kind of just off the wall and kind of hard to build, but this is a really good take on her, and I think makes good use, uses her as she's kind of support, best to be, is just kind of a support for what the main deck is supposed to do. So obviously, Dragonoid, Judgment for 1 blue, Energize for blue, and you can tap her to draw a card, which combines really well with her once she's Astral, as well as once you get Flute's Water Dragon out. Flips over into Flute, Time-Altering Priestess, 7/8 Dragonoid, brings stuff back to your hand. This is less relevant as we're primarily using her to remove the water seal, and you can flip her back for 3 water into 2 to flip her back to her ruler side to try to save her. But you really don't necessarily care if she dies, because if you can unseal, keep unsealed the blue planet, it's just better for her to be on this side anyway. Going into the stones, we play 4 Light Vapors, 4 Dark Depths, and 2 Heaven's Rift. This gives us 8 water sources, 6 darkness sources, and 6 light sources. So the primary source is water, and then the other 2 colors get balanced out really nicely. Moving into the Resonator base, we play 4 Flute's Water Dragon, because he can turn into a beater, but also we want to be able to draw cards with Flute, so we tap for stone with this bad boy, which is awesome. Then we play 3 of Undine. Undine obviously is a spirit, which means we can bring her back with Almerius, but primarily we use her to bounce stuff. It's really, really nice when you get to the end game and you have Blue Planet. You can quick cast this to just bounce pretty much anything, up to an 8 drop back to their hand. Really, really good value there. 2 Will-o'-the-Wisps for additional draw power. It's also a spirit with barrier, and you can do life gain, so this kind of helps you stall out till when the deck can turn on. We play 4 Shades because spot removal and life gain is really awesome, not to mention the fact that he is a spirit, so you can bring this guy back with Almerius, which is just hilarious. So Almerius essentially turns Shades into 1k life spells that also, gain 1,000 life spells that also kill something, and it's just really, really nice to keep using it over and over and over again. 3 Abduls because we're in dark and enter effects suck, so we stop them. And then an additional addition is 1 of Iya. With so many water stones, I thought it'd be kind of cool to have, you quick cast this in on your opponent's turn. It becomes a 5/5 once you have, 7 water magic stones, and then you just swing in to make it so they can't block. So it's like a pseudo seal in the fact that you need a special amount of water stones, but it's not a true seal. I just thought it'd be fun to try it out. And then 4 Almerius, your big kind of heavy hitter. She's used to bring back your spirits. You gain life whenever a spirit enters play. It's really, really nice. Plus she's a flying 10/10, which is good for finishing off the game. And then 2 of Hook, because quick casting a hook at instant speed on your opponent's turn is hilarious, so might as well. Moving into the spell lineup, we play 2 Charlotte's Water Transformation Magics. Just to be able to help deal with things using Shade, we can pop them, make them a 4/4, and then kill them with Shade. It's really nice. 4 Truth of Times, because Pot of Greed is a good card, and we can unseal it pretty fast with Flute. This wasn't in the original list, but Manifestation of Power, primarily for addition hate, as well as to be able to finish off the game with like 2 swings from a Almerius, which is nice. I won't lie, I did kind of put this in because I knew I was going to be playing against decks with graveyard hate, such as the Barrier Seal for Paul's list, so this was kind of like my backup so I don't just lose. Originally in the list you saw on the channel, there was 3 Magic Rebounds that has since been replaced with Dawn of the Earth. It's easier to cast, it has more utility, it's also draw power, and it helps with some of the worst matchups to be able to stop them from landing their creatures. 1 Rain of Light, this is kind of our OTK, you play this, you bring in a bunch of creatures, with Almerius, then like on your turn you'll swing in with Almerius, and then you can just like recover everything, tap out to recover everything you control, tap all their stuff down and swing in again. And it's just really, really powerful in that sense. 3 Plot of Water Darkness, because we can generate tokens with it, because we do have water and darkness creatures, and it's a removal spell, which is really, really nice. And then lastly, 2 of the Blue Planet. Draws a card, and if you unseal it, everything in your deck gets quick cast, or everything in your hand, which is just insane when you think of Almerius and Hook and all that kind of stuff. Truth of Time at instant speed is amazing. Just draw 2 cards, really awesome. So it's really not hard to unseal it, especially if you're playing the grind game with the spirits. So even if you don't have Flute, you can get this to be unsealed pretty effectively. But that is the list. Huge thanks to Tyler for shipping it to me. It was a ton of fun to play. I definitely really enjoyed this list. Recommend you trying it out for yourself. And also congrats to Tyler for winning the playmat. That's going to be signed and mailed off to him. If this is something you guys are interested in me doing in the future, these kind of community call-out things, be sure to go be a member of the Facebook community, Force of Will TCG US. I might make these call-outs for deck lists, and maybe we can win more prizes in the future. But until then, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and share out the video. And this is DMO73. Signing off.